Hi everyone, welcome to this general reading. If you resonate with these messages or find them helpful, then they are for you. Let's get into it. Judgment. I'm telling you, this card keeps coming up for multiple different signs, for just left, right, and center. Judgment is coming up a lot right now. We're all just craving something bigger and more. On a collective level, we all want to rise up into our higher calling, our higher purpose. And so by virtue of that desire arising in the collective, we're being faced with all of the stuff, the shadows and the blocks and the issues, all of those things that are standing in between us and our higher purpose or our higher calling. That desire and that calling within is so strong right now. There's no more avoiding it. I think in the past we may have been aware of it, aware of this desire for more, for bigger, for whatever, but now there's just no avoiding it. There's no avoiding it. So what are the limiting beliefs that you have that are standing in between you and your higher purpose? And your higher purpose doesn't have to be, making $100 bajillion a year saving the entire planet. Your higher purpose can literally just be a way of being. It can look like anything. Only you can know what that is. But I know this sounds kind of scary, but what I'm picking up right now is there is no more time. There is no more time. It's now. You do this now. You work through your blocks and your shadows now. You step into your higher power now. And just deal with whatever comes up along the way. But there is no more time. The Hanged Man. Wow. It's almost like you have to, instead of actively step into your higher calling, I would say surrender into it. Let it almost contain you. Let it surround you. Let it envelop you. Let it hold you. And let it move you into the next step, the next phase, whatever's right for you. So don't think of, I have to step into my higher purpose as if it's like climbing Mount Everest and you have to struggle to get there. It's much, much more so about an allowing, a state of surrender. Because in reality, you already are that version of yourself. You already are your higher purpose. It's almost like it's just under all of these layers of limiting beliefs. So you don't have to go anywhere to fulfill it. You have to let go. You have to surrender. You just have to allow yourself to become who you've always been. And out of that arises higher purpose. We've got to drop the struggle. Life is hard. I get that. I'm not saying life is not hard, because the universe is contrast. There's no such thing as pleasure without pain. They only exist because of each other. So there's always going to be some kind of challenge that arises in life, right? But specifically in regards to purpose, higher calling, your sacred work, however you want to think about it. If you're in this paradigm of like figuring it out is hard, embodying my highest version is hard, right? If you're stuck in this loop of thinking you have to struggle and suffer and work really hard to get to that top of the mountain where you're perfect and fulfilling your divine role, you're always going to struggle. It's not. So we have to drop that struggle story. And actually, I would invite you to start telling yourself instead, it's easy. Can you let it be easy? Can you let it be easy? Is fulfilling your higher purpose as easy as just dropping all resistance to who you are in this moment? Dropping all resistance to the truth of what you really want? It's right here. It's right here. It's not over there. It's not at the top of Mount Everest. It's right here. When you surrender and you drop in and you allow the truth of yourself, that is when you rise into your highest self, higher version, higher purpose, however you want to think about it. I just have to say, I love the dynamic between these two cards together, because we have the dove in the Judgment card rising up, and then the bat obviously hanging upside down. So it's this beautiful sort of energetic, self-feeding loop that when you surrender, you rise up. Eight of Wands. Okay, so this is just reiterating what I was tapping into earlier. This is the message coming through here is the time is now. The time is now. There's no more time. Whatever time you think you have. And I don't, you know, when I say that, I'm not picking up on this kind of sense of urgency, like something horrible is going to happen. That's not what's coming through. It's kind of like the feeling of, if not now, when? Like, you literally have everything that you need, every tool that you need. There's nothing stopping you but you from surrendering into the truth of who you are. And as soon as you do that, you're in your higher purpose, right here, right now, today. It's done. It's now. And when you do that, energy starts moving really, really fast. Really fast. Manifestations just boom, 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 boom. You just start lining up with things. And all the puzzle pieces start moving a lot faster. Okay. Let's see. I feel like there's one more card that wants to come out. Let's see. I'm telling you guys, I cannot believe how often Judgment has come out in the last 2 to 3 weeks. It's absurd. This is a big moment for the collective. Oh. Yeah. 4 of Wands. More wands. More passion, fire, joy. Okay, this is literally verbatim what I just heard. line up with your desire, line up with your joy, line up with what you want, and let it celebrate you. Huh. It's almost like everything that you're meant for by virtue of just being you, your exalted self, your highest self, in a state of total allowing and self-love, right? Everything that you're meant for wants you. There's that saying, that quote that kind of goes around social media, what you desire desires you, right? If there's a calling in your heart, a truth or a desire in your heart, then it's meant for you. And it wants you as much as you want it. As soon as you line up with it, it's almost like you and the thing move towards each other in equal measure. Again, it's not this, like, the reality is not this struggle story of your desire and higher purpose is way over there at the top of Mount Everest, and it's up to you and you alone to struggle your way up there. No, as soon as you line up with it and you just allow, then it starts moving towards you just as much as you move towards it. And that's why things happen so fast. Okay? So you allowing the truth of you and therefore stepping into your higher purpose, it's a co-creative process with life. You are not alone. You are not living in a vacuum, right? You are part of the web of life, and when you change on the inside, everything else changes on the outside. Okay? So hopefully that helps. Hopefully that helps you to feel a little bit better, knowing that, it's not just you out there alone struggling, right? Like, all of life wants to bring you what you want. Okay. All right. This was really potent, powerful, to the point. I love this message so much. If you resonated or found it helpful, then you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave any questions or comments down below. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next reading.